better cases. I ain't gotta chase it. Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you are enjoying your day thus far. It's the evening now if you're on the East Coast, right? The day went by so super fast. I'm trying to catch up. Like, I had trainings back to back today. I've had help people catch some breakthroughs today. And so today has been a phenomenal day. So who is watching with me tonight? Rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from tonight. Let me know who is here on this beautiful Saturday. I am so hyped right now, y'all. I'm turned. Lecrae has a song called Turned. I'm turned. I'm turned. That's how I feel right now. I'm legit turned. If you are watching from my Facebook page, my personal page that is, and you're commenting, I may not see your comments, so know that I'm not ignoring you, just that for some reason my platform does not show me. I see Illinois is in the house. Hey, Miss McGee. How are you, future six-figure earner in the building? How are you? Listen, y'all, I'm so excited. I'm going to ask you to do something else. After you shared where you're watching from, do me the great favor of sharing this broadcast, because I really believe that what I'm going to share with you all in this broadcast can change a lot of people's lives. It can open up their minds. It can be a seed that will allow them to really change their life by knowing what the possibilities are. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys tonight. I'm going to share with you possibilities. I'm going to share with you how it is that my life totally changed and how I'm living a life that I didn't even know was possible, right? And so there are a lot of people, in fact, the majority of the world, that live a life that they don't even realize what the possibilities are for them. And so I need you to be a blessing to them. I need you to be a blessing to them by sharing this video and letting them hear what I'm going to say in hopes that it can change somebody's life, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my intro as I always do. My name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled, single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books that were on the bestsellers list for over 2 years straight. I'm also a life, relationship, and business coach, an internet marketing strategist, entrepreneur, international speaker, and the protege of the legendary Les Brown, a Forex trader and investor, and I empower my tribe to live their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer in my fitness exude in all that I do. So welcome, everyone. As you've seen the title of this video, I'm really talking about how I never knew I could live the life that I'm living. And let me break that down for you. You know, I live a life now where I literally create my own schedule. I do pretty much what I want to do when I want to do it. I am able to impact lives on a great scale. And I'm able to have the time freedom, the flexibility that most people dream of. And the reason why that is so amazing that I'm doing all of this is because I never knew it was possible. I had absolutely no idea that I could have a life of success without going to school and having a degree, without being a doctor, without being a lawyer, without marrying rich, right? I didn't know that was possible for me. And let me give you a backdrop of my upbringing. Growing up in my family, it was strongly not just encouraged, but you pretty much had no choice. You had better gone to school. And the majority of the people in my family were either doctors, lawyers, at minimum a nurse, right? And so I come from a very socialite family, a very upper class type of family in both from where they came from in their original home country and here in America. And so for me, it was like, you better go to school, you have to have a degree, you better be a nurse, you better be a doctor, one or the other. And those things never really resonated with me. I knew that I wanted to become a psychologist. That was the only thing that I knew, that if I was going to go to school, I was going to go to school to become a psychologist. And I remember speaking to one of my aunts one day, and I told her that I was going to be a psychologist. And she said to me, well, why would you do that? There's no real money in that, right? And so the idea of creating a lifestyle was never visible. No one ever told me I could create my life. No one ever told me that I can do what I want to do whenever I wanted to do it. I was just told that if you go to school, you're going to go ahead and get a good job, and you're going to work that for, until you retire. You'll get married and have children, and then that's it. And that's where most people that are watching me right now are. You were probably told that you would have to get a job, a good job, right? Depending on your background, your family, they might have told you to get a good city job, right? And just be happy, get you some benefits, and you'll be good to go. But that was not what was in my heart. And at the time, I could not really explain what I wanted to do or why I felt like I could do something different, but I just knew that it wasn't for me. And so I would have visions as a child and young adult of, me impacting the world. Like growing up, I wanted to be a singer, right? I knew I was going to be like this biggest singer in the world. Like my goal was to be the best R&B singer in the world, right? That's what I wanted to do. And of course, that dream was like shot from my family because we don't do that. And then, of course, I was always overweight. So I had my cousins telling me, well, you have to lose weight if you want to even have a chance. So there were so many doubts and thoughts from other people that told me I had to stay in one particular lane, right? And so I would go on to follow what people were telling me, go to school and get a job. And I would have jobs and I'm like, I felt like I was being choked. Every time I would go to work, I felt like it was the end of the world. And the real reason was because I knew there was more in me. There was more to me than sitting at a cubicle and just doing whatever they told me to do. Now, granted, I did my job well, right? But I was like, I can't do this. There was more in me. And the seed that I want to plant with you all this evening is that the life that you want can be created. Life does not have to be what someone else said you can and cannot do. Life can literally be whatever you want if you are willing to put in the work to make it happen. And when I talk about putting the work, the first work I'm referring to is the work of the mind, the mindset shift that needs to take place in order for you to see the life you want. My life did not begin to change until I had the mindset shift, until I was able to change what I was taught. I had to unlearn and relearn and then learn some new things in order for me to become the person that I am today, en route to the person that I'm constantly becoming. And so I go from having this lifestyle of doing whatever everybody tells me to do, being regular like everybody else, getting a regular job, to going and now saying, you know what, I want to be an entrepreneur. Now, I had no entrepreneurs really in my family. No one did that. But I just knew that someone telling me what to do was just not going to work. I just could not take it. Like you telling me when I can eat, when I can't eat, when I can go to the bathroom, when I can't go to the bathroom. It was just like, it's not working. It's just not, right? And so little by little, seeds were being planted in me that would lead me to the route where I am today. And this whole thought of doing this video came from me today as I was looking over a webinar that I did on Thursday. And I'm going through my webinar and I said to myself, Sharita, wow, I'm proud of you. Like, I'm legit proud of you. And if you know me personally, you know that it's very hard for me to actually, give myself a pat on the back. I'm someone that is very, I don't want to say critical, but I can be, but I'm someone that's always trying to move on to the next, right? Always move on to the next thing. So I don't always take the time out to acknowledge my accomplishments and to, say, okay, that was good, and keep it moving, right? And so as I was going and looking through my webinar and I was seeing how I was, teaching these people and how I'm going to be coaching these people and changing their lives in the next 100 days, I said to myself, oh my gosh, who would have ever thought I'd be doing something like this? Who would have ever thought I'd be able to help people change their lives? Who would have ever thought the girl who was extremely shy, who was extremely timid, who had very low self-esteem, who would have thought me, the girl that everyone looked over, would be the one today that is changing lives. The one today who has written 2 number 1 best-selling books. The one today who has traveled around the world and spoken and done things to help people change. And today I was so elated and had such a moment of gratitude as one of my coaching clients and business partners, was pulled and stretched out of her comfort zone. She was scared out of her mind to do what I was instructing her to do, but she did it. And the breakthrough that came from her doing this thing is phenomenal. She is like on this high right now, and she had no idea that what she is becoming was possible. And as I look and I see how people like her, like a Sonia, like a Ashley, how their lives are being changed by being partnered with me, is amazing, because I never thought anything like that could be possible. And I'm sharing this with you because I want you to know that whatever it is that you are trying to attain in life and what you're working on, or if you may not even really know, but something inside of you said there's more to life than where I am, that's because there is, right? See, me coming up, I didn't have any figures to show me that what I'm doing was possible. There was no one there. There was no blueprint. There was no example. I had to become the example as I was growing, right? But now we live in a world where there's social media, there's all these influencers and all of that. You have some, examples to help you get there, right? Me being one of them. And so tonight, I want you to really stretch yourself in your belief and knowing that whatever life you want to create can be created. Don't just do what everyone else is doing, but be willing to create your life. Create your life. And I hope y'all are sharing this video. Please share this video. And so with that, I want you guys to start taking the strides to write down what you want your life to look like. What do you want your life to look like? And the problem is a lot of people don't know what they want their lives to look like. For that very reason, they don't see the results. I had to create a picture for me of what I wanted to do, the amount of money I wanted to make, the area I wanted to live in, the type of lifestyle I wanted my children to have, all of that, right? And I sit back and I'm like, wow, God, just about almost everything that I said I wanted to do, I have done it and or in the midst of doing it, right? And the same goes for you. And I think back about, how did I get to this place? How did I get to the place of having the mental shift? How did I get to the place of being able to believe I could create my own life? What did it for me? How is it that I have a life now where I have someone who cleans my house Monday through Friday? I have an amazing nanny for my daughter. I didn't have those things growing up, right? I have an amazing husband that loves me. I'm just practicing, y'all. Where did that come from? And when I go back to see where those seeds are being planted and being developed, it all came from network marketing. It came from someone introducing, at the time, the person I was with and I to the area and to the industry of direct sales. We saw people living a lifestyle that we did not know we didn't know was possible. We thought the only people that lived like this were celebrities, right? Celebrities, maybe a brain surgeon, right? But not even a brain surgeon or a professional, because they still have to be tied down to an office or a hospital. But for the first time in my life, I saw people that were living wherever they wanted to live. They woke up whenever they wanted to wake up, and they were able to make great money at the same time. And I'm like, how the heck is this possible? Now, listen, let me give you some backdrop, right? Because I'm from New York. I'm from New York, and it takes a whole lot to convince us about anything. Because we think everybody's a scammer. We think everybody's up to no good. And so when I saw these people, like, these folks lying. They are not making this money. They are not living like this. They need to stop with all the shenanigans. They're just trying to take our money. That's what I thought. Like, that's really what I thought. But something happened while I was there. So we went to the Super Saturday event in Miami. Here we are in South Beach, and we're seeing these people that make all this money, right? And the crazy thing about it was that these people that were making all of this money were so freaking nice. And the reason why that took me off guard was because for so long I heard how people would say, well, the rich people they're no good, and they're not gonna make it into heaven, and rich people are con artists. I heard all this crazy about people that were rich. So when I actually was around people that were rich and they were super nice, in fact, a lot nicer than a lot of church people that I knew. Hello, somebody. When I saw they were welcoming like crazy and loving, I was like, wait, so you mean I could be rich, be happy, and love people too? Like, wait, what's really going on? And though at the time I kind of was a little skeptical about what they were saying, something happened to me while I was sitting in that meeting in South Beach about 14 years ago. And I heard these people speaking, and the personal development changed my life. I heard the stories of people that came from nothing and that were changing people's lives around the world. I heard a story of a man who went and opened up an orphanage in some African country, who took most of his earnings to build an orphanage. He barely kept any of the money. They gave him a Range Rover and he sold it and gave it away to help the orphan. I was blown. I didn't know these things existed. But you know what happened to me when I went to that event? There were seeds that were sown in me, seeds of belief. I was able to see something I had never seen before. No one in my life, in my entire family, all my friends, no one had ever lived that life. So if for me, I didn't know it was possible. I didn't know it existed. See, for you, this is why exposure is important. It's important to be around the right people. It's important to be around people that have the life you want. It's important to invest in masterminds, invest in coaches, invest in events, because you get an opportunity to lock arms with people that are doing what you want to do, that are living a lifestyle that you want to live. And what does that do? It builds belief. When you're able to build belief, you're able to change your mindset. You're able to change your thoughts, right? And so me being able to change my thoughts from the belief that was being created told me, hey, I don't have to be stuck in this cubicle. I don't have to be stuck with somebody telling me when I can eat, when I can't eat. I don't have to be stuck wondering if I want to take a paid sick day today or not. It built my belief to let me know that, hey, this is actually possible. People are doing this. I don't have to be a nurse just because I want to make good money, but can't stand people. Oh my gosh. Though some fields, some industries, some careers, you should not be in it if you don't actually love it. And the medical field is one of them. I cannot tell you how I get so pissed off whenever I go to a doctor's office or a hospital and there's a nurse or a doctor that can't stand people, but they're just there to make money. I can't stand that, right? I didn't want to be one of those people. And so I started to build my belief up. I got introduced to personal development. I never knew what the heck personal development was. What the heck is that, right? I didn't know what that was. I didn't know that I could retrain my mind, build my subconscious mind up. I didn't know any of that stuff. The verbiage that was being used there, I had never heard in my life. Okay. And here it was, people that created a life. So in me seeing them, I knew it was possible for me. I didn't know what route I was going to go through. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I knew that this was possible. And right now, if you're watching me live and even the replay, I want you to type, "My dream life is possible." I want you to write right now, "My dream life is possible." And I want you to also know that even as you're going through these changes and as you're creating your life, know that that's not going to be easy. Know that there are going to be bumps around the road, on the road, right? Because although I've been able to create this best life that I'm living now, baby, it was a challenge. It was hard. I've been through some things, right? I've been through homelessness. I've slept in my car before. I've had to get up early in the morning while it's still dark outside, go to the QT, which is a gas station in Atlanta, to wash up before I went to morning prayer at church when nobody knew what was going on, trying to figure out where the heck I was going to sleep that night. So I've been through some things. I've gone through being ran over by an 18-wheeler truck while being pregnant, finding out in the hospital that I would have nowhere to go and couldn't walk, all at the same time. And so, yes, I've created this life, but there were some crazy things that took place in me creating this life. So if you're somewhere right now and you're going through some things in your life, don't allow that to make you feel as if your goals or your dreams are impossible. That's just part of the story. That's part of the testimony. And I remember vividly as I was sleeping in my car or getting ready to sleep in my car and tears running down my eyes, I said to myself, this is part of my testimony. I said to myself, Sharita, you're in good company. Tyler Perry once slept in his car. That's what I was saying to myself. What are you saying to yourself in your moments of adversity, in your moments of trial? What are you saying to yourself? What are you surrounding yourself with? All of that will determine how you respond to where you are and not react. We have to graduate from reacting to now responding, right? And know that there are literally no limits at all. I went from my highest job, my last job, it was being paid $15 an hour. And y'all, I thought I made it. When they paid me $15 an hour plus commission, I said, oh, stop playing. I was excited. Okay, I was excited. I thought I made it. I thought that all I'd be able to do is $15 an hour at that time, because I still was, on my grind, right? But I thought that was that. To now being able to do what I have done financially on a daily basis, listen, I never knew that was possible. I never knew that was possible. And so I share this with you because I want you to know that there are going to be some things that you're going to have to change about yourself, the mindset in which you may currently have, and how you're going to have to position yourself appropriately to be able to create the life that you actually want. You're going to have to, right? And I think about growing up, how my sister and I, we were the ones that everybody looked over. They were the ones that were like, we don't know about them. But my other cousins, people just knew, they're going to be really good. They came from 2-parent families, My mom was the only one that was a single mom. And so it looked kind of rough for us, right? But the crazy thing is, my sister and I, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. We're doing pretty well for ourselves. And no one expected that. And that could be you. Maybe the people in your family counted you out. Maybe they said, nah, you already know Tiffany, she ain't gonna do nothing. You know how she is. They may have said that about you. But whatever they said about you has absolutely no bearing over what God has said about you. And that was the other part of my mental shift. I stopped thinking about what people were saying about me. In fact, I stopped thinking about what I was saying about me, right? And I went on to believe what God was saying about me. What was God saying about me? He told me I was like him. He said I was like him. He said I looked like him. I acted like him. He said I was the apple of his eye. He said he made me fearfully and wonderfully. I started to believe that. And you have to do the same thing. And so the belief started to build up. And I started creating more for myself, wanting more for myself, being so in tune with the future that I couldn't let what I was going through stop me or punk me out. Now I have moments, now don't get it twisted, but those moments can never keep me down forever. I rise above them. I choose to learn from them, and I keep it moving, knowing that eventually it has to get better. Eventually I'm gonna get to where I need to go. Eventually, if I keep moving, eventually, boom, it's gonna pop off. And what it is that I've been working towards, the seeds that I have been sowing all this time, My harvest has to come. There are spiritual principles that are inevitable. They just have to happen. And God will align you with the right people, the right opportunities for them to happen. I'm sitting here thinking about now, even the people that are currently in my life, from my mentor, from the company that I partnered with. These are people that I remember seeing from afar, like 12 years ago. And now their number is in my phone, right? People that I've admired, and now we work together. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, you can create your life. You can create your life. You are co-laborers, co-creators with God on the life that you are living today and the one that you are to live tomorrow. And honestly, the seed that was sown to help me believe, to know it was possible, to see people doing it, was the industry of network marketing, the industry of direct sales, the home-based business industry. That opened up my eyes. I didn't know it was possible. I went from being able to be in a network marketing company to being able to create my own companies. What? Girl, how? Creating my own companies, becoming a coach, having people pay me lots of money an hour to do what I love and to see them get results. I didn't know this was possible. I did not know it was possible. My coaching clients have PhDs. At minimum, most of them have a master's. I don't have a college degree, y'all. I don't have a college degree, but I'm coaching, training, and changing the lives of people who are doctors, who have several graduate degrees. So don't tell me what the limitations are. Don't tell me what you feel like you qualify for, you don't. Because if you position yourself to do the mental, physical, emotional work, and you add value, you're going to see a great result. See, throughout the years, I have been consistently, steadily building myself up, educating myself, training myself, investing highly in myself to be able to be more valuable. And the more valuable I become, the more value I can give to the marketplace, change lives, and the more I can receive in return. So I'm not just this random person that just popped up one day and said, hey, I'm going to be a coach. Hey, I'm going to go and do that. No, there was work involved. There was investing involved. There was training involved, and still there is to this day. And so network marketing opened up my eyes to possibilities. And I will forever be grateful to that industry. Even though I said I would never do it again. Even though I was like, them people get on my nerves. I'm never doing no home meetings. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Right? I said that and meant it. Oh, trust me, I meant it. But that's the same industry that changed my life. That's the industry that introduced me to personal development. That's the industry that actually began my speaking career. If I'm honest, my first company that I officially was in, Artists International, which was like 12 years ago, was where I started my speaking, doing my presentations, my home meetings, doing a corporate meeting every Friday it was in New York City for the corporate team. Me, and I was only 23 years old, right? I think I just told my age. And so I didn't know these things were possible until I got in that industry. And that has led me to the things that I've done both in network marketing and outside of network marketing. And so for those of you that maybe, leery, I hear people say things all the time like, oh, that's not for me. I don't do that. Who are you? Let's be real. Who are you to say that you don't? What do you mean? What do you mean? Some people, honestly, are in a place in their lives where they need to be looking for a network marketing company. Like, you have no other option. Like, you don't have anything else. You need this. And they're like, nah, I'm good. I don't do that. Oh, you don't do that. You're just too, okay. What? There are multi-millionaires that join network marketing companies. There are doctors, lawyers, professionals that join network marketing. Why? Because successful people and people with money want more of it. It's that simple. Not only that, they understand success. They understand being around people of like-mindedness. Something you need to do, right? And trust me, the person I am today, I promise you, I tell you guys this all the time. The person that I am today is absolutely 100,000% different than the person I used to be. And for me, it was extremely scary to get into that industry. I hated sales. Don't tell me nothing about selling nothing. I don't do sales, okay? I don't sell nothing. I don't want to hear about selling. If I went to a job interview and it said customer service and I walked in there and they had another to tell me I had to upsell, I was leaving. Oh, heck no. Upsell, I don't do sales. I was afraid of sales. Do you hear me? Meanwhile, I'm a great saleswoman. And I can say that with pride. Because the reason why most people are afraid of sales, and I mean, let me give you a little secret. Give you a little secret. Everybody's a salesperson. Everybody is selling somebody on something. You sold your husband on why he needed to marry you. You sold the kids on eating their vegetables. You sold your job into hiring you. You're always selling something. But it's how you perceive what selling is. What you perceive is what you receive. Come on, somebody. That need to be a shirt somewhere. What you perceive is what you receive. And so if you feel like it's something that's not for you or you're shunning it away or this and that, well, hey, that's what you're going to have, right? That's what it is. And so for me, I got out of my way. And in me getting out of my way, my life changed. But what I love the most about that is that my life changed. And in my life changing, I have been able to help countless lives. That's what's important. That's what gives me life. When I talk about living my best life, it's not just about the money that I make. It's about the fact that I can see somebody like a Sonia who was petrified of doing some of the things that I told her to do. See her do it and now see results. See somebody like a Ashley who was totally living a different lifestyle and now goes and is on fire and become a professional right before my eyes, right? To see some of my other clients who go from concept to idea to making their books become realities, to creating these amazing internet marketing campaigns for them and getting their brands established and them seeing results. That gives me life. When someone can watch a video and say, oh my gosh, Sharita, those words that you spoke, I needed that. And now because you said this, I'm going to do this. You know, most people don't come back to say thank you, right? Even Jesus said that, right? When he healed the lepers. But I'm so grateful for the few that come back and say thank you. Because sometimes what people don't understand and realize, as leaders, as those that are encouragers, when we're doing things, we want to make sure that it's actually being impactful. And the attacks come to us way harder than they come to you. Why? Because we're the trailblazers. We're leading the path. And so if we can be discarded, if we get discouraged, then we can get to the people we need to get to. And so sometimes if we feel like it's not really being effective, it could be discouraging. So when there are the few that come back and say thank you, it truly means the world, especially to me, right? It means the world to me. And so I share all this with you tonight to really encourage you to get out of your way. But not only that, if after what I share with you, my journey on how I've been able to create the life that I want, how I'm able to do what I want when I want to do it, impact lives, live a life of freedom. That's what it's about. Money is just a tool to live freely and be a blessing to other people, right? That all started from a seed of network marketing. Network marketing was the seed to open up my eyes, to show me what the possibilities were, to tell me I could make how much money I wanted to make. No one tells you that. No one taught you growing up. Listen, Susie, hey, Tom, Tariq, you can make how much money you want by doing whatever you want, follow your dreams. You know, they say that as a kid, right? Oh, you want to be an astronaut? Yeah, be an astronaut. Yeah. You start getting old. you need to be realistic. People tell you things like you need to be realistic. Well, guess what? Being realistic is subjective. My reality looks totally different than somebody else's reality, but it's still reality, right? Don't let somebody else's reality dictate what your reality can be. Don't do that. And I want you, if you're watching me and you're like, Sharita, I hear what you're saying, but I don't know. Or Sharita, can you tell me more about network marketing, or why network marketing, or whatever the case may be? Or if you're looking for a network marketing company, I highly, 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 highly recommend and suggest that you partner with Tava, and more importantly, partner with me in Tava, and being able to really change your life. You know, I often say that network marketing is really personal development packaged in some products. It's really about you becoming your best self and giving you the opportunity to be free. And this is the thing about network marketing, y'all. And I'm going to do a whole different video on this, but I want to put this out there now. Network marketing gives the average person the opportunity to create wealth. Network marketing literally gives the average person the opportunity to start their own business and make millions of dollars. People start franchises, and at average for a franchise, you're looking at putting out maybe 6 figures, and then you're not even going to be really profitable until about a year later. Brick and mortar business is a really serious thing, right? And the returns can be very far in between. But then you have an industry like network marketing, where you can invest only $2,000, invest $1,000, shoot, invest $99, and literally take $99, and $99 can literally help you become a millionaire if you do the work. And I'm not even exaggerating, y'all. I'm promising you right now, I'm not even exaggerating. The blueprint is there. The opportunities are there. And so for me, I tell any person that wants to grow and develop into a better person, a better leader, who wants to create an additional stream of income or start a traditional business, you definitely want to start network marketing. Because the tools, the disciplines, the information, the commodity of other people that you have, and the leveraging of people and efforts to get you to your end goal, it's something you cannot find anywhere else, especially for the minimal investment that it takes to start in a business. And so I want you to think about it, and more importantly, get in my inbox, and I'm going to share with you the company that I'm with. I'm not going to do a whole business presentation right now, but these are the key products you guys have seen me talk about. We're on a 28-day challenge. You've heard me talk about the Vita Plus, which is a amazing energy booster and metabolism booster that is great for building up or turning your fat into fuel, getting that energy going, right? Helps with your appetite. The appetite suppressant is real. I heard today how somebody lost 15 pounds just taking this by itself, because it boosts that fat and turns it into energy and fuel, right? And curbs the appetite. Then we have Valley 30, which is a liquid vitamin. This vitamin will do good for your body. It strengthens the immune system. It helps with fighting free radicals in your body. It helps with your skin. As y'all see, the girl popping with no makeup on. Come on, somebody. It helps with that. It helps with your joints. If you're someone who has issues with joints, maybe inflammation or arthritis, or someone who does, this is really good for you, right? And then, of course, you have the detox tea. This detox tea, y'all, is changing lives. You talk about need to get ready for a dress that you can't fit in. You lose about a good 5 to 10 pounds real quick. You want some high tea. This detox tea cleanses your body on a cellular level, allowing you to lose 5 pounds in 5 days or more. I knew someone who purchased from me, and she lost 12 pounds in 5 days. Right? You guys have seen my transformation. I'm down 20 pounds plus from doing this, the trio here, right? All 3 products. And so you want to try it. Try it for yourself. They have an amazing special right now where you can actually get a 30-day supply of the metabolism booster, the energy booster, the Vita Plus, and a 30-day supply of the detox tea. And it's only $99. that is so amazing because by themselves, a 30-day supply of the Vita Plus is $65, and a 30-day supply of the Detox Tea is $69. So you have an opportunity to get both of them for only $99. So you're saving a great deal of money. But more importantly, baby, you're going to be feeling good and looking good. In 30 days, people are not going to be able to talk to you. Right? And with that, you can take that and start your business. I'm telling you, network marketing changed my life. And not just in the industry, but it changed my entire life. The tools, the strategies, the development that I have been able to obtain in this industry over the past, 12, 13 years has birthed the Sharina that you see today, right? And so I highly urge you to get out of what you might think you don't need or want to do and try it. Stop saying, well, I don't do that. I don't want to bug my friends and family. Listen, there are millions of people in your city. There are billions of people on Facebook. Stop operating from a place of scarcity and stop operating from a place of fear and choose to operate from abundance, choose to operate from a place of opulence, choose to operate from a place of confidence, and watch how your life changes, right? So listen, if you would like to join me, go ahead and inbox me, and I will help you with doing so. All right. I thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy your Saturday. I got to go out and do what I got to do. Hello, somebody. Somebody get over here. Thank you for watching. Until next time, only bleed to the end and go get your life. Be blessed, everybody.
I'm a millionaire, money by the cases. I ain't gotta chase it. I'm a millionaire.
Get your money. Get your money.